Win over the Carolina Panthers. That final drive, an 80-yard drive, ending with a 22-yard pass from Russell Wilson to Luke Wilson. And that sealed a great victory.
The past 3 years we've come here, and it's been a tough game. They're a very good football team. Their defense makes a lot of plays. They did a lot of great things tonight. To be able to come up with that huge drive, 80-yard drive, however long it was, and come up with a huge win was big for us, and we needed that. I thought the defense was relentless today. I thought they made so many plays over and over again for us to stop a good offense in Cam Newton and their guys, and then offensively for us, we were relentless too as well.
One of those things where just as an offense, I felt like we kept knocking and our time was going to come eventually. And that's kind of our attitude out there. And again, one of those things where Russ made some tremendous plays in the stretch like he always does. And, right before when he called the play, I had a good feeling about it. And Russ threw a great ball. I was able to, kind of slide off a few tackles there and get in. I was pretty excited. We always like making big plays for the team, especially in a hard-fought game like that.
We were talking touchdowns the whole time. We were hoping that we could go for it if we got the chance, and even thinking about, we were in a four-down mode thinking as we were getting there. We were going for it the whole way. We were not thinking about kicking them the ball and waiting it out or anything like that. We want to try to see if we could find a way to win. It was a great job, great call from the sidelines for the winning touchdown, and a great execution by Russell and Luke to make that play to get the score.
As usual, a lot of receivers touched the ball. Paul Richardson with a good day. Doug Baldwin with a lot of clutch catches. We caught up with both of them in the locker room.
We knew that going in that it was going to be a tough game, just because every time we come to Carolina, it's always a tough game. You got to give those guys credit on the other side of the field. They came out with a pretty good game plan defensively, and it took full 4 quarters for us to pull it out. So yes, a resilient team win.
The mindset was take it one play at a time and finish the game, and we had to do just that. We took it one play at a time. We marched down, and when we felt like we had the opportunity to take a shot at the touchdown, we did, and we capitalized.
On defense, some big plays. Brandon Mebane gets his first sack of the year. A pick by Marcus Burley, who used to play for Carolina. 2 sacks in the final Carolina drive by Bruce Irvin.
Battled our butts off. They battled their butts off, and it came up to our defense at the end of the game. That's the type of situation we want, and we came up big today.
How about Brandon Mebane getting in there?
Yeah, he was due. Me and Bang was due for sacks. So I'm happy he finally got home, and I'm happy we could close it out like that, like we did.
How about Marcus Burley getting in there?
Everybody got some. It ain't fun if the homies can't get done. So I'm just happy it was a team effort. I'm just happy to take this win back to the 12th man.
This was certainly the kind of game that could have come down to a last-minute field goal. Didn't turn out that way, but there was a 58-yard field goal by Stephen Haskett. Turned out to tie the record for the longest in the history of the Seahawks, set by Josh Brown back in the early 2000s against Green Bay.
My thought was, I know we had the wind there. I was just trying to get the ball up in the air, and I knew it would stay on line, especially when it's downwind. It usually does that. So my goal is just to swing normal and get it up in the air.
To make a field goal from 58 yards and feel like you're back in the game. That's what happened. Because we had played so well on defense to just keep them from scoring. And we can play better. We'll do better. We're still. This team is still growing in this season, and hopefully, we'll show that as we turn the corner at the halfway point.
This game was a struggle from start to finish. both defenses holding the offenses not quite scoreless, but to a couple of field goals for most of the game. It was a battle, and the Seahawks won it.
Every game we've been played so far, it's been a close game like this. So when you prepare your mindset for these battles like this, because every year we play these guys, it's always like this. I don't know why. It's just always a good defensive battle, and we just got to keep giving Russ the ball so he can get in his rhythm. And you know, Russ is a great quarterback, man, especially in clutch situations. He never wavers, man. That's what I love about him, man. It's determined. The whole offense did a good job. The O-line, there was no offsides penalties on that drive. All those little details that we paid attention this week really helped us.
Particularly like the way we did. You know, I love that it was so hard, and we fought so well in so many areas, and came through across the board, and share the feeling of the accomplishment of this is a good football team in a tough situation, and we were up against it all day long. We didn't leave till we got there at the end, and our mindset was great.
Some might have been calling this a must-win for the Seahawks. Of course, every week is a must-win, and they get the win. Here in Carolina today, 13-9, now 4-3 for the season. Coming home for 2 weeks, Oakland next week, Giants the following week. I'm Tony Ventrella, Seahawks.com.